I'm Jeff Chapman, and welcome to the Chapman Report. In this month's edition, we're going to be talking about cyber insurance. I will be interviewing Darla Lindt, the Executive Director here at NCX, who happens to be our subject matter expert. The interview is about 5 minutes long. We did it a few days ago. I'm sure you'll get a lot out of it. I hope you enjoy. And our guest today is Darla Lindt, the Executive Director here at NCX. And Darla specializes in cyber insurance risk management. And not surprisingly, Darla is a branch owner and agent of her own insurance company, TWFG. Welcome, Darla.
Thank you, Jeff. It's good to be here.
Great. So let's dive right in. One thing that I notice a lot of people ask is, who is cyber insurance for? Is it for me? Does it affect me?
That's a really good question. So cyber attacks are the modern day crime, and cyber insurance is the solution. Any business that depends on the internet should be purchasing cyber insurance.
Well, that's pretty cut and dry. So basically anybody, like even if they're just out there watching us right now, they're probably touching the internet and they may be at risk.
Definitely.
Okay, so the next question is, how does cyber insurance differ from general liability, E&O, errors and omissions? I have that insurance, both of those. But how is cyber insurance different for businesses?
Cyber insurance specifically meets the losses in the event of a cyber attack. So it is written specifically for a cyber event, and it differs from the general liability policy in that the general liability policy does not cover losses associated with a cyber event, a cyber breach, a cyber malware attack. So you really want to have the cyber insurance policy and a standalone cyber insurance policy because that will cover those specific losses.
Got it. So it's general liability, I guess, would help if somebody were to break their leg on your property, but cyber insurance protects you if somebody out there breaks into your network or your computer systems and steals data or records.
That's a great analogy. Exactly.
Got it. Okay, so what types of claims do you see from businesses for cyber insurance? What would they do a claim for?
So typically what we're seeing with claims right now for cyber insurance is in the event of a company having a malware attack and their network is possibly shut down, they may have expenses because of that cyber event related to increased business expenses, lost revenue. They may have to actually send out breach notifications or hire a forensic investigator, maybe hire a legal team. So these different expenses are what we're seeing in claims that arise in the event of a loss. And so the cyber insurance policy defrays those costs.
Gotcha. Sounds like that could rack up a lot of money, a lot of cost to the business. Speaking of costs, so how much does cyber insurance cost?
Well, when we look at cyber insurance, the cost is quite affordable compared to the actual cost of a cyber event. We're seeing 50 to 60% of small to medium-sized businesses who encounter a cyber attack are simply not able to recover, and so they close their doors.
Go out of business.
Exactly. So the cost to a business to have a cyber event is far outweighs the cost of the policy. To give you an example, I recently wrote a policy for a small business. They do less than $1 million a year. They have less than 100 personal records, and their policy was only about $450 a year.
$450 a year?
Yes, very affordable.
That's a no-brainer. When you think of the tens or hundreds of $1,000s in risk, oh wow, versus
Exactly.
$450 to cover it.
Yes.
No-brainer, folks. I think if you don't already have it, you should look into it. And if you're going to try to look into it, where can folks go for cyber insurance, Darla?
So you can email me at dlindt@twfg.com.
Thanks. Wow, that's that was really informative. I mean, you kind of helped me understand a little better, and huge risks and really a minimal cost to be able to cover yourself in those things.
Exactly.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you. And remember, stay safe out there.